back to CHALEESE Bakes Cakes. Make sure and subscribe to my channel, guys, and hit that notification bell. Today we are making something simple and fun with hopefully things that you have around your house. It's still, patriotic here at CHALEESE Bakes Cakes, so let's just keep on with that theme. All right, I know you guys have mason jars. Most of you have mason jars hanging around your house, so we are going to make a cupcake in a jar today, or a cake in a jar, whatever you guys want to call it. We're making a cake in a jar, a mason jar to be exact. Doesn't matter what size, whatever you guys want, just get a mason jar. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you guys, I know that I talk about how if you don't have a piping bag, you can use a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna show you guys just how we use a Ziploc bag today. Super easy. I'll do it both ways with my piping bag and with my Ziploc bag. So you guys can see it's really not much of a different when we're doing this fun, just cupcake in a jar. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you guys what we need and how this is gonna go down. Let's get started. To get started today, I just baked up some vanilla cupcakes. I dyed them red and blue, and they're super cute, super easy, just dye them red and blue. You guys, we're gonna break these cupcakes up. We're just going to take off the cupcake liner of our cupcake, just gonna pull it right off, and then we're just gonna start breaking this cupcake and just kind of pull it apart, you guys, and put it in a bowl. Do the same with the red and the blue, and we're just gonna kind of pull this cupcake apart till it's in crumbs. Yes, I want you to pull the cupcake apart. Pull it apart and put two separate bowls of the red and the blue. All right, after we have our cupcakes broken apart, we are going to get our mason jar. So, mason jar, remember, it doesn't matter what size, just get a mason jar. And we're gonna put some of the red crumbled up cupcake into the bottom of our mason jar. So just kind of grab it, put it in. It doesn't need to be perfect or anything. We're just kind of putting a little layer of red cake in the bottom of our mason jar. Now that we have our red in the bottom, I'm gonna use my Ziploc bag, and I've just filled it with buttercream, and I'm gonna cut this side off, you guys. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot, just a little hole. As you can see, I'm not putting a whole layer of buttercream, we're just putting it around the sides. Make sure you push it against that glass so you can see the fun white. Because if we put a whole layer of buttercream, it's just gonna be too much buttercream cake ratio, and we don't want that. All right, now that we have our first red layer, and now we have our buttercream layer, we're gonna put the blue. So grab some of the blue that we have, put it in there, crumble it in on top of that buttercream, make a little layer, and then we're just gonna do the same thing, guys, with the buttercream. We're gonna put it back in there and push it up against that wall and make that little layer around the sides. All right, let's finish this. Let's just keep on layering. All right, once you get to the top, you can just kind of do any kind of design you want, just kind of some little squiggles of buttercream right there, throw some sprinkles on there, and there you have it, guys. Cutest jar of cake. It's so fun and patriotic and easy, and I know that you guys will love doing this because it's so much fun and it's simple and easy, and you can even use canned frosting. I'm making it so easy for you guys to make these fun patriotic cake jars or cupcake jars. Now I'll do a few. Again, you guys can watch, and I'll do a few where I have my actual piping bag and just a 1M tip on it, and you can see the difference. It's not too much. You can really just do this at home with your Ziploc bag, guys. Thanks so much for watching here at CHALEESE Bakes Cakes as we made these fun cupcake jars or cake jars. I was just gonna tell you the reason why I put more cake in this one, because when you use the Ziploc bag and not the piping bag, you can't get your hand all the way down in there. So put a little bit more cake if you were using a Ziploc bag, because with the piping bag, you can get it pretty far. So just make sure if you're using the Ziploc bag that you put a little bit more cake right here. Thanks so much for watching here at CHALEESE Bakes Cakes. Make sure and subscribe to my channel and go make these because they're yummy and super fun and festive.